Hi, Gemini. Pisces season is already telling you to slow down. Not that Pisces are known for slowing down necessarily, but when the current is stronger than anything else, you know that even air is like that too. What you're being asked to slow down and assess about is Two of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Okay. So for some of you, it's about really feeling stuck. And you came to this point last season. Aquarius season is the best for showing you where you are stuck, for sure. Especially if it's the place you get most stuck in your head. Because wherever you get most stuck in your head, or if you attach yourself to a certain idea or something for too long, you know what that can build into. And Aquariuses know more than anyone else. And as a fellow air sign, if your brain's not continuously moving, you can tend to feel stuck. Sorry, I have this little baby here. Don't know what to do with it yet. And you can tend to feel stuck because of that. What the cards are saying, though, is that it's because there's something about you're going to get a very obvious message. Like it'll be extremely obvious for you. Could be from an Aries, or it could be that this one side of you, so as a dual sign Pisces season, we may get both sides very clearly this month, or yeah, a message for both sides, both twins. So it's very clear that whatever behavior that you have defaulted to in times where you feel stuck, or you feel like you don't have control over where you're going, a part of you sets in and it's flight. There's a part of you that takes flight. Now, when I say take flight, it doesn't always necessarily mean a physical thing. This looks extremely physical for sure. Someone who runs away. But this could also be running away from it in your mind, running away from it at all cost. Instead of resolving a problem, for example, some people resort to moving. Here's the thing. If you're not ready to fully move, like you can move and your whole life can change, but you can also move and you literally experience the same kinds of situations, relationships, everything in a different place. You can sometimes bring your problems with you, bring all of that with you. And here's the thing. You have a chance right now to really take a look at that. Instead of, and take this for what you will, instead of resulting to running away in a way that's not the best for you, and I don't think that's what you want to do. I think you're highly aware of it more than ever now. Maybe that's where you run away from. Maybe that's where you take the risk this time. That this time, you're taking a risk by not doing that thing again. By letting that part go. By running away from that part of yourself. Not running away, but putting a stop to it. Because the only reason why Pisces season is slowing you down and what you may consider being stuck is Pisces season, especially the nodes being in Taurus and Scorpio as well, wants to heal a very deep part of you. Wants you to at least give a suggestion of it. And the way they suggest it is, and very emotional. Because whatever we're triggered by most is what we need to work on the most for the most part. Doesn't always mean you have to continuously be exposed to that trigger in order to heal it. That's not what I'm saying. It's saying that sometimes you need to take a look at it with a very, another meditative thing, with a non-judgmental look. just see it for what it is and know that you can actually learn from this place. That there is somewhere, there are two sides working together to get you there. That there is lightness and darkness in it all. That you can still create from this place. Actually, your best creations normally come from this place, as you know, and I know that's not always a positive thing to have your creations come from a low point, but that's also kind of the magic about it, about creating, and how people how and why it's so relative as well. And you're a sign that relates so well to people, being the most human of the signs. I can't even sit still. And so what this year and what this month is saying ultimately is that if you're going to use that skill and that power of just being able to walk away from something that isn't working for you, do it on something that a part of you that might do that to yourself, and it's not even good for you. That quality, you're being asked to walk away from. If you want more and you're wanting more, and again, here's another part of why things break down. Things are breaking down because there's something more. There's something greater that wants your attention. But you can't give that or receive that exposure to that thing or give that attention to that thing if all of your attention and your awareness are on things that you're already tending to or already doing well. And I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of times it's like when I go away, whenever I leave for a couple of days or for a trip and come back, I notice that my plants grow. My plants grow a little more. I notice something changes, shifts, and sometimes the mothering side, the chariot being related to Cancer as well, that side of you that always wants to care for and help and do things for others is important. But there's something about it that needs a rest because there's an insightful message. This is very spiritual and a very insightful message that wants to come your way. And it's going to have revelations for you on the other side of things. So I feel like the reason why I talked about meditation with you this month is like you need to find yours. That could be walking, that could be doing this, that could be doing that. Anything that brings you focus. Sometimes meditation for me is doing art, is drawing, painting, doesn't matter. So I just highly suggest that. I highly suggest, because either way you're going to come to that point at the end of the month where you don't need, and it doesn't have to be an abrupt thing. It might feel abrupt when it hits you, when this person, I do feel like you're going to have a physical person, or what it says here, you may have a physical person actually say something to you, and that might be them going out on a limb, but it's what you need to hear. Because right now you can't even, the other twin is, working itself out as well. So it's important to really listen. Listen to yourself, what you're really needing, because you'll give it to yourself, but what are you really needing? And what hasn't that other twin gotten in a long time? And we've talked about it a few months ago as well. But the parts of you that aren't getting what they need from you, that's really important. And that'll probably that will most likely bring you to that decision to say, hey, this isn't me being stuck now, this is me understanding, contemplating everything. Something comes full circle for you for sure. And I think that you've been wanting that for a very long time. There's something that you need to hear. you may come to the end of the month and you find that you want to have a conversation, or you want to be able to work things out with, that's a lot of cards, guys. You want to be able to work something out. Yeah, there'll be some communication. This could be between you and your higher power as well, making the next best decision. This could be someone who you find extremely insightful. This could also be an exposure of another part of yourself that you have to allow to take the lead. We know you have many faces, and people don't always thank you at first, or recognize or understand it at first, and the rawness of it. And then sometimes just really wanting to do what you feel like doing and turning left. But you have to understand that at this time, it could be the best thing for you, but it could be the worst thing for you. I just think this is about breaking that old habit of, getting really excited about doing the thing you shouldn't do, and then you get yourself all worked up, and like it feels really good and whatever's going on, and it feels really good and whatever, like whoever surrounds you, or like the thoughts that surround you, or whatever you're doing, and it feels like it's a good idea. It's probably not, unfortunately. And it's best for you to follow the intuitive lead right now. So whatever you thought the plan was, whatever you had mapped out, is now at a standstill, because there's some things you need to address in order to really move forward to bigger and better things. And you want to do that, and you have to be able to trust that that part of yourself needs to relax, and the people around you will probably support that. Actually, someone might really say that this is what you need, or this is what I'm seeing is happening, and they paint you a clear picture of like what's going on in your life, and it's someone that you trust. It doesn't have to be someone you trust, but for you, you may only appreciate it from someone you trust, or that really knows you, because ultimately it kind of brings you back into a place where you feel so much more like yourself. Whatever time in life where you really felt most like yourself, that's what is going to open up to you. And with that, you can attract exactly what you need, which ultimately turns out to be what you want, or what you can want. So for this full moon, I would say that, or this new moon, keep calling. So the Virgo full moon will be important, but we'll get into that in the second part, which will be in a link below, a Patreon link where we go into the second part of the cards. If you've been watching, that was in the previous months as well. But now it will be only on Patreon moving forward. And all the information to work with me one-on-one is also below. So ultimately, by the end of the month, there will be things will move forward. You will move forward, and you will find yourself tapped into more than you were before. And if you're someone that's tapped in, it's a lot more. And decisions are made. Things become clear as they can be right now. But for you, you begin a whole plan by the end of the month. There's an addition. This plan is just in reconstruction, and it all unfolds for you by the end of the month. The more that you just, again, find that meditation, find that space, find that place where you can not be so attached to what you thought was going to happen, because clearly it didn't work out for a reason. So there's a thoughtful process. You want to move forward with a thoughtful process. Okay, Gemini? Yeah, because Aries season, you will want a mode, even more of a mode of action, even more canvases to paint on. Okay, Aquarius. Ooh, Gemini. Ooh, interesting. Okay. We'll see you in the second part. Link below. And I hope you have a great Pisces season. We'll see you in the new year, the Zodiac New Year in Aries season. Geez, it's not even Mercury retrograde in Aries season next month.